Hello. Oh, man. Okay. God knows what's happened to YouTube. I really don't know. I was really careful when I set up earlier. I really don't know. I'm going to have to. Oh, God knows what happened then. I was really careful when I set up earlier. And then it started and it was fine. Then it flipped over and switched off. And then it restarted with a new feed. And then that went up the wrong way. Oh, it feels like I've been spun round, turned upside down. Anyway, that's rant over. Hopefully, people find it. I don't know why. It's getting to the point I don't know why it's worth me putting the link up and then the link going wrong. Anyway, my apologies for everything going kibosh. Let's just move this into a better area. There we go. I don't know. I've not had a problem with YouTube from when we started until the last couple of weeks. There's something they've changed. They've changed something that I know you used to on the original. There was advanced settings and it let you spin the screen around, and I always do that. You can't do that anymore. But there's another area where you do it. Oh, but that's a me problem. Greetings. Glad you could find me. I'm sure we'll sort it all out eventually. So, anyhow, tonight's little Paintalong. As you can see, I've got a bit of a blocked up nose, so it's a bit snoozedy. We're doing SGH01E Visigoth warlord. Yes, I picked up a bit of a sniffle at last weekend at the show, and it's been trying to get a hold all week, and I'm hoping it sods off. So yes, so my apologies for the blocked up sound. Okay, we're going to start with Moonstone Skin. Bit of medium. This is one of the more portly of the Griffin Beast range. It's very much into the feasting bit of warlording. Oh, hello again. Go! Yes. Maybe it's the thunderstorms. They've stopped round here. Perhaps they're affecting something somewhere. Well, chainmail sometimes makes you look a bit chubby anyway, doesn't it? So you hoop it up over your belt. That's his excuse. Yes. It's all good fun. There's dog shouting at us. Yeah, he's good mini, isn't he? There's a few chubsters in the GB range. The Anglo Dane's got a chubby. There's the Viking warlords as well, isn't there? Okay. All adds a bit of character, doesn't it? A bit of flavour. So next we're going to go for gunmetal. Ah, yeah, we had a game of Saga with my friend Chris on, what was that, Friday? Monday. Yeah, we had Picts versus Romans. Very good. So the first journey out with the Picts. First time I've seen that Roman board as well. That's from the Age of Invasions board. So it's the later Romans, isn't it? Very interesting board. Was that not what you were asking me, Rich? What were you asking me? Were you asking me who won? Is that what was going on there? The picks were triumphant, my friend. Yeah, it was good. Good game. I think the picks are kind of a. They're going to be. I think they're going to be an all or nothing faction. You're going to get everything go your way, or nothing. There must have been the two games I've seen people play with them. I didn't have much confidence, and yeah, different. Made an interesting game. It's a strange one to call. They're not as missile-y as the Welsh, and they're not as fighty as the Irish. It's the closest I can get. I think they will struggle with your Goths, in fairness, Rich, but we shall see. Definitely not as fighty as your Goths. Next, we're going to hit Crusader Skin, Speed Paint. Lay this on. Just acquired a load of more the old Mark Copplestone elves. So I'm thinking of making a I've painted a few up today. But not knowing what to do. I might make him into a Age of Magic. Oh, the is it Norse Gales? They're the same sort of thing, aren't they? They if you got the is it Sons of what are they called? Sons of Death, which are absolute loons. Right, we're going to start with Phalanx Blue. Yeah, they're nearly done. Yeah. I do like Mark Cobblestone stuff, especially the barbarians. These are nearly done. I got carried away. I was fiddling around with them earlier. I just thought they might make a nice saga warband or something like that. There was just 6 kicking around in one of my boxes, and I just grabbed them out. These are old ones; they're not new recasts. I didn't know if just to eBay them straight or make them into an army. I don't know yet. I've got a few more of them to paint up. Yeah, they clear the palette ones in between commissions. I always do it. Do something random. So that's Phalanx Blue. We're just gonna keep it quite Yep. Let's start that red with Basilisk Red, which is really purpley red. So you can tell Karen which turns out we've got the purples in early again. I use a better brush in it, I think. This one is Doomed. Let's grab a new one. Hang on. That's the nice thing about trying the Saga warbands, because you got to try and work out the warband. You know what I mean? It's almost like getting into the vibe of the warband. So it's like with the Roman one, it was very much. They've got that sliding scale, haven't they? Where if all order and his stuff's going on, is impetus, isn't it? But good. I mean, that's why, you go for a Anglo-Dane style approach to stuff, or Viking-y stuff, so you just know exactly what they're going to do. Or you go for one of the more unpredictable ones. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I like the Age of Magic quite a lot. It has got a very narrative feel to it. Um, There's some pretty good things of saga Age of Magic. I do like the way it's pretty free and easy, the way you can design your warband, which is a must for fantasy stuff, really. Then again, the rest of the game fantasy, really, isn't it? It's not. It's the sagas, isn't it? So it is pretty much fantasy anyway. Right, we're going to throw the dark tone onto the metallic. There we go. Just get this chainmail pretty much down. And so starts most of the most famous stories, isn't it? Hold my beer. Okay, so next we're going to go Brigadine Brown to start our levers off. Yeah, the base is going to be dry enough to paint tonight. I've done it at the usual time, but it was like really cold here this afternoon. We had thunderstorms and hailstones and all sorts going on, and affected the drying time a little bit more than I thought it would, in fairness. Oh well. Let's knock this nice dark brown in there. Little pouch hide in there. Yeah. That's a weird bit of sculpting there. That's definitely part of his top cloak. But it looks like it tucks under there. There we go. So next we start with worn stone. This is going to be the base layer of his truce. I'm not worried about getting a complete layer there, or complete coverage, if you know what I mean. Ah, okay, my nose is clearing again. That's good. Hmm. Just dropping a bit more. And there, give it a nice base. So it's a worn stone, so it's quite a. Go around, drop a little bit more. Just give it nice two thin layers, as that's what Duncan would do. Mm. Nice. And we're going to go around his leg wraps, which we decided to call him the other week, with Dusty Skull. Yeah, when he's talking Lord of the Rings, I'm just slowly putting up all the Lord of the Rings miniatures up on the eBay, all the old Mithril ones. I sorted out Glorfindel yesterday. Just do leg wraps with this. I would not. I tell you what, it's Lord of the Rings stuff. I don't get drawn into too much. my knowledge of it is not great, and I know that people do know it lots. So I'm afraid I'm a bit of a Tolkien skimmer, as it were. I fully tip my hat to the fact of what he did for the hobby that I love. I truly, truly. There is other things I like better, if you know what I mean. But when you get around these Tolkien guys, probably got someone here, and I've got every respect for their knowledge. Encyclopedic, I think the word is, isn't it? Next, we're going with Shield Wall Blue. So again, we're starting to build our first highlights off that phalanx blue. So leave right up underneath the chainmail there, and any grooves that are yeah, it's too much for me. Now, did we start with Basilisk Red? So go to Wyvern Fury. The only fantasy books I really read more than once and really said they're my favourites was probably David Gemmell's Draenei saga. I just, when I was trying to read Tolkien, I couldn't keep track of everything. It was too much. There's too much detail and too much. Whereas David Gemmell stuff, got that. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's that low fantasy film. It's the real heroes of Dros Delnoch are the farmers sat on the walls with the helmets that don't fit, and they're too scared to change them in case they get into trouble. Bregan and Gillard. Is it like Bregan and Gillard? It's been a long time since I read those books, but yeah. I'm not a great reader. I do listen to stuff now, um, obviously because my eyeballs are busy here. But yeah, I've been getting some more good audio books. Yeah, we wrote to him just before they brought the graphic novel and legend out. Um, Me and my mate wanted to build and war game, uh, basically the siege of Dostelnok, and asked him if he had any plans. And unfortunately, he did, but he lost them in a move. He just moved, and he didn't have them. And he said, "Oh, look out for the graphic novel that's coming out soon." Blah blah blah. And because he was a bit of a war gamer, I said he'd like to see it if we ever got it going, and we didn't get it going. But I thought about it the other year to whether I should do it, but I don't think I'm gonna have it. Yeah, you never know. I might have the time and space one day to do it at a different scale. I do like mucking around with the small scale stuff. Yeah, I think you'd probably have to do it in about 2 or 3 mil to get it anywhere near being inside. Right, I'm going for a highlight blue of Aegis Aqua. Yeah, that's one of the ones my friend Chris said about. So I'm just going to pick those highlights through this. Oh, sorry, I'm going to yeah, I picked another copy of the graphic novel, the David Gemmell, Wolf in Shadow. I didn't know they'd done that. I knew they'd done Legend, but I didn't know they'd done the John Shadow book. Hmm. I just had a thought. I was just thinking about the Line of Macedon book. That's the very history one. Then the second one was Dark Prince, wasn't it? I just thought about how cool it would be to do a Saga Age of Magic, but like a fantasy Greek war band with like centaurs and stuff in it. A Minotaur. Or a harpy. Harpies? Yeah. Basically Jason the Argonauts, isn't it? Yeah. Well, sorry, we're going dragon red now to start our nice highlights on that nice purpley base. Yeah, there's things afoot at Pirate Island, my friends. I don't know. So we're just hitting those highlights. Even the very darkest depths, that purpley colour. Making sure he catches the edge. Yeah. Just getting back, picking any high areas. I want. It's quite easy when you got that purple in there because you can see. Have a look and see the purple slowly disappearing into the red, which lets you know. Hey, what? Ahoy, Kev! Nice. We've got that stone. Yes. There we go. So next, we're going to pick the flesh back out with the. Let's take it. Yeah, let's take it up a tone with the. No, let's take it back in with. We got moonstone flesh on there, so let's just. So this is going back to the original. Oh, what are you playing tomorrow, buddy? So working across the forehead. So using original base colour as the highlight at the moment. Ah. Cheek, eyebrows, chins, cheekbones, anywhere where the light's going to catch, they start highlighting up. This is the Visigoth Warlord 1. So SGH01E. I think there's 3 of them. This brush is a bit rubbish, this one. Still got a point on it though, so. Catch those knuckles. Even a little gap every so often, it makes the highlight ping a bit more. There we go. Yeah, I might see if I can sneak a game in over the weekend. I get scared. Oh wow, I started finding all my old Adeptus Titanicus epic scale stuff earlier. Who wants to see some tiny Games Workshop stuff? Woohoo! Look what I found. Look, treasures. Painted many moons ago. How cool are they? Yeah. They're pretty cool. You got some placky ones. How cool are they? Oh, Rich, you don't know half of it, mate. God blimey. I also found. Look at that. It's a bit pre-loved. Nice. Didn't expect to see a 40k book on here, did you? Oh, pardon me. Right, let's get the bootstrap brown next. Oh, you'll see half the stuff I've dug out today. It's sat on the table behind me. This is turning from a painting video into a show and tell. The two miniatures that got me thrown out of our local games workshop was my 40k orc warlord. Yeah, you know what I mean. He's pinched that. He's said I'm having that. And the one that got me finally heaved out was this one. I can't remember the game it was from. It wasn't 40k, but I decided that would be a great orc warlord. And at the time, yeah, they didn't have much sense of humour with me. One final one, just before I get on with some painting, I made with my friend, he done a lot of most of this, made me a Chaos Dreadnought, including 2 mil Romans stuck to the side. That's what you call a conversion, isn't it? Well, just because you mentioned goblins, one more, Rich. There we go. Look at yucky. My friend painted that for me. Yeah, they said they weren't very pleased with my first conversion because it was on a Chaos Marine bike. I said, well, he's nicked it. He's an orc. Won't orcs nick Chaos bikes? And then, yeah, because I replaced him with a miniature that wasn't a Games Workshop miniature. I wasn't allowed to play anymore. But hoo-hum. Where was I? Oh yeah, I just put bootstrap brown on the palette and I. Highlight all this leather out. It's been kind of a Games Workshop-y week in the painting studio, isn't it, Rich? I got quite carried away this week painting the Games Workshop-y stuff. There we go. Yeah, I called the you see the invoice I wrote Warlord on Roland. Yes. Next we will go for leather brown and do the highlights on there, and then that bit's done. Yes, Rich, I got quite carried away painting them. Spent an extra couple of days, as you probably noticed. I'm just going to highlight the top edge. It's leather anywhere where it's going to catch a little bit more light than the rest of it. There we go. So next we're going to go for green matter beige. Hit that over that stone, one stone. Just going to pick the highlights out. There we go. And just put on that. Just touching it light, just letting there. Bit of detail show through. Then we're going to go to agate skin. Highlight this bad boy up. I'm going to put some out. I put some out and I think I used the original. Okay. So across his eyebrows. Across the top of that hairline, just so it looks like he's got a bit of a furrowed brow. Just a bit more medium. Across the top of his nose. Top of his cheekbones. One chin, two chin. Top of his ears. Ear. Bit more medium. Top of his hand there. He's starting to look proper. He's proper cool little miniature, isn't he? Like him. Okay, let's grab greedy gold. Just gonna do his buckle out. There we go. So these metal areas that I didn't hit with gunmetal. Let's base it with this gold. Yeah, it'd be an easy spot for metal to attack traditionally. There we go. Now that dry off. Let's grab some matte white. See if there's enough point on this brush to do it. Yes. There we go. Yeah, it's all this history buried everywhere, isn't there? Just highlights this white areas out. Just keep that medium going in there. We'll start with oak brown for a spear. Usually go light spears, but oh, I don't know. Should we go light spears and dark hair? Or what coloured hair? What colour hair do you want, guys? It looks like it should be brown hair, isn't it? Visigoth? Ooh. Should be blonde. You want black with streaks of... Okay, we can do that. You have a brown spear then. Ginge. A ginger Visigoth. So got one vote for black. Oh, we've got brown as well. Brown. Black. Ginge. A lot of help you guys have been. Well, because I wanted to do the spear dark brown, I think. Yeah, I think black's going to be the way. If I'd have seen that first, I would have done it brown and then done the spear a light brown. This oak brown works really well with some of the medium in it. Cool. So be it. Okay, to make it streaky then, what we'll do is we'll take our matte black. And then we will turn it into a bit more of a speed paint by adding some medium. So it's nice and loose and thin, yeah? Maybe a little bit more. There we go. Then we'll paint it on, and it should show and our Zenithal one through. So that one I'm putting on at the moment is really kind of thin. It's the magic of the medium. This is one of the other things for the medium, Rich. Do you think with our Xenophore highlight, our grey streaks are already there? There we go. Just come back round. We're kind of putting the black streaks in, if you know what I mean. So we're aiming for the we'll let that dry for a minute. While we got the black out, we grab our Psycho brush. Psycho. There we go. Okay, so what we do while that's drying is we're going to get some soft tone. We're going to deal with those leggings, the leg wraps. Oh, pardon me. There's a drop bit around his eyes, just to. He's a goth, and he, so it's got to be a bit of eye makeup. One there. Okay, we go to our flesh shade. That's for the gold. We're going to antique it up, baby. Be brave when you're putting this on for antiquing. You need it to tea stain. There we go. Just a bit of run onto that white, so we didn't want that. Okay. So we're going to jump up to pure red. All right, okay. So you know you put too much wash on, usually like an agrak shade or something like that, and you get a pool of it. When it dries, it looks like a tea stain. So what I do when I do the gold is I put too much. You see on that crease there, there's a puddle of it. So when it dries, it will stain it there, and it'll make it look antique-y. Patina. Right, with that pure red, we're just going to hit the very edges of this. It's very high point, miss a bit, high point, miss a bit, that sort of. You can just flesh a bit out of this red if yeah. Bit of medium. Down the edge of that. There. There we go. Hour 18 minutes, so we're getting there. Next we go to tree ancient. Not ancient tree, so we've done oak. It's tree ancient, we'll just do for the spear. What we'll do is we'll water it down a little bit with a bit of medium, and then we're just going to tap it along the top. We don't want anywhere to be completely one or the other colour. There we go. Okay, now we can see on his black hair, look, you've got that grey in there. If you wanted that even more pronounced, should we get it even more pronounced? Yeah, why not? Grab a grey. Doesn't matter which one. We'll start with this darker one. You can always get lighter if you want. Just get some right on the tip of your brush. And we've kind of made a map of where we need to be. So it's all those lighter areas. Just draw little lines on. Because we thinned down with that black, we kind of made ourselves a little map. A little bit in his moustache. And if you want to really be posy, go up to a ash grey, just 2 jumps up. And you want less of it, just a little tiny bit of this, because too much in it will just look, yeah. Again, a little tiny bit in your brush. Very light. Just pick the odd one out. And move on, not too many in one area. Do a 1 move round. There we go. Let me just grab a little bit more. We're just gonna do some little bits in his mustache. There we go. And we're just tapping it with the end of your brush. There we go. Yeah, it's something different, isn't it? And if you go too far, if you've got too much grey in there, just let it dry, get some black wash, and wash it with black again, and it just takes it down a tone. Now, can you see that tea staining now it's drying? That? And on there, on the buckle, yeah. So that detail on that buckle's come back with that wash. Oh, that's a good tea stain on there, look. There. People think washes are as cheating, but you're using them like to do stuff like this, look. So you see how we've sat it in there. We've got like a different effect. Why on earth would that be cheating? That's crazy talk. I don't cheat when I'm painting. I paint because I want it to look a certain way. Okay, we're going to hit the chainmail up now with some silver. So we darkened it down earlier with our wash. So it's all dull. Now we're going to load our brush up into a point. Let's do it on the spear to show the spear. So at the moment it looks a bit dull and boring. So I'm going to go around the edge with the silver, aiming at the tip. Yeah, so use the edge of the brush on the edge of the spear, and a little bit across there. Yes, absolutely, Mr. DBT. It's getting, you're right, it's getting the result you want. I hate when people say, oh, dry brushing is cheating. I paint my miniatures how I want. Thank you very much. If you want to get a certain effect, get a certain effect. Do what works for you. Your minis, paint them your way. I'm not telling anyone how they should paint their miniature. I'm just showing you how I'm painting this one. If you can grab any ideas from why I'm painting this one, very good. I'm pleased. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm not telling you should. You can. If you like. There we go. So you see, I've done little patches of silver just to make the chainmail look interesting. Yes, you should have many tools in your toolbox. I saw a video the other day, somebody said, is airbrushing cheating? No, it's airbrushing. Okay, so that said, let's get on to Dryad Brown. We're going to do this one. This is for the spear, obviously. We're going to load up our brush right at the tip again. We're going to pull it down and kind of randomly across it. Okay, just that top edge. Just paint little lines basically going length. Kind of giving the impression of there's some sort of grain going on there. There we go. Yes, I agree wholeheartedly. It's as I said, I've said it. You've heard me say it on here before. You can paint it anywhere it's like it's your miniature. No one can tell you it's wrong. It's yours. Paint it how you want. See what we can do now. I was going to put a gold line across the bottom of his tabard there, but I reckon a nice black line around that would look nice. Absolutely. Was it? Do take a chill pill, do some yoga, chill out. Yeah, enjoy. This is a hobby. Yeah. It's for fun. I tell everyone I get to play with toy soldiers. You know what I mean? It's great. I'm thinking of maybe a black line with a gold line down the middle of it. Let's put the gold black line on and see what happens first. We go for a Kalinsky brush. Nice point. There we go. Just thickening it out a bit. Put a medium in there just to help it run. And then we put a bit more medium in there. Just thicken this line out a bit. Oh, sorry guys, I'm trying to hold it so the camera can see. It's kind of double awkward to paint it. But that's me problem, isn't it? There we go. So hopefully get my backup psycho brush. So I'm going to put some metallic into it and it always fucks them up a bit. A bit of medium in there. When you go down the centre of this black line, let's try and hold it in there. Not sure if you can see that on camera. I'll try and show you in a sec. Go back around, strengthen that line up a little bit. There we go. Make sure you wash the brush. Lid back on that. Let's see if we can get that on camera. Yeah, there we go. I did do the gold line thinner, but then it looked, you couldn't really see it, so I've thickened up just a little bit. But where we've gone a little bit thicker there, you can always go back in with your black and just ever so gently. Tidy that back up. There we go. I think he's about done. Let's see. Oh no, he's not. We've got to highlight the gold areas. So we get bright gold now. This is where you put the wash on to patina it. And you come back in with this to highlight some of the edges. Just put a bit of shine on. So go sparingly with this. You're aiming for edges and the odd surface just to make it gleamy. Is that the right word? Gleamy? I don't know. Probably not. I've probably made another word up there. Find those top edges. Let's get a close up of that helmet now so we can see that. Come on, focus nicely. You had it a minute ago. Yes, see there by the helmet? So you've got the bit of a wash thrown, the shadow and a bit of old. Now we've got the gleamy bit. There we go. That red's really catching the glow tonight, so you can't really see the blends, unfortunately. I think... Oh, I'm so tempted to give him stripy trousers. Rich, should goths have stripy trousers? I think they can. I so want to give him some bright blue stripy trousers. Or green. Or red. Ooh. Just black. And he does like stripy trousers, but they're a bit Viking-y, aren't they? I think he should have stripy trousers. I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that the Goths were very keen on having stripy trousers, especially overweight warlords. So we're going to go with Imperial Navy, which is a nice dark blue. Yes, true. You'd be surprised. Okay, so we're gonna start at the front. Nice and thin. I think, to be honest, this boy's going to end up. Good evening, Ben. How are we doing? You just missed the great shall he have stripy leggings debate. He's a cracker, isn't he? I'll tell you what, guys. I think I'll stick him on. Should we stick him up on eBay? Yeah, just follow these lines round. And kind of just eyeball them and widen them out if necessary. I do like him, actually. So I'm going to thicken these blue lines. Because I can. Yeah, so thicken them out so a little at a time until they get to how you want them to look. Just thicken all out. Yeah, these visigoth warlords, they're a bit fond of their bacon. Just need a little tiny bit of thickness there. There we go. And then what we're going to do is we're going to... Is there anything else we need doing before we go back into there? The base, I say, I'm going to have to paint the base tomorrow because it's taken... Oh no, it is dry now. It didn't look dry. And it is. So what I do is I picked a bottle of oak brown. That's the old one. Any brown will do. And we chuck it in. And we water it down with our medium. So it's nice and thin. It's almost 50-50 that with paint. The reason being is when you're painting this, you see how thin that paint is, look. I want that, I almost said kibble then. I want that pomace to show through. And it saves me highlighting it. I don't have to go dry brush it. It's kind of like undershading, really. And if you want that to look like gravel, just do the same thing with grey. Want to have a grassy texture, make some patches of green, or put some green tone on afterwards. That works. That's why I swapped to the neutral pomace rather than the black one. It's pretty much the same as the Vallejo one. I just find it saves me time. Once that's dry, just chuck a couple of tufts on there and we're done. What we're going to do now, I was going to run a light blue line down the middle of the dark blue, but where he's got a blue thing here, it might make it look a bit weird. So I'm not. See what I mean? If I run a light blue line down the middle of these ones, it might make it look like weird clash with that. So I won't do that. I should leave them as is, I think. Okay, I've really enjoyed painting this one. I mean, I enjoy painting them anyway, but he's a really, really nice mini to work into. There's not a lot of detail, but you can really work into him. I'm going to leave him there, I think. Don't you? Yes. That was... we call that one a wrap there, I think. And that was this one. That was Visigoth Warlord 1. SGH01E. Yeah, he'd quite happily stick him on the table as the leader of your warlord and just. I think stripy trousers, streaked dark hair, bit of extra padding. We go with that, I think. Don't you? Right. Well, thanks for joining me, guys. I'll rename this video once it all stops, and hopefully next time the original link should work again. Once I work out what YouTube have changed to make it all go completely wrong. Yes, thanks for joining me, guys, and don't forget, if you haven't, drop us a subscribe, like, share, that sort of nonsense, and what was that? Ah, yeah, cheers. Hopefully we can shake it, and I won't sound like a blunged up pirate anymore. Enjoy that convention, Mr. Terrain. That sounds good. Let us know what you find. Okay, guys, I'll cut you loose. Thanks for joining us, and I'll speak again soon. Cheers, then, mates.